Hi guys, good evening, good late evening. This is Manmohan bhaiya. So you are on a YouTube and Coding Blocks Junior channel. So guys, we are starting introducing the new course on our website. That's about robotics, very hot field among the young kids. So guys, first of all, I want to apologize that we planned to have this session. I think 2 3 weeks back, but it postponed. I think two times earlier, but fortunately we are hosting this session today and this is just the introduction. तो इस सिर्फ इसमें ये बताएंगे कि थोड़ा सा कि रोबोटिक्स क्या होता है, ब्रीफ आइडिया एंड अज्यूमिंग देर आर सो मेनी किड्स जिनको इतना आइडिया नहीं है रोबोटिक्स का. आई एम श्योर लाइक रोबोटिक्स इज अ फील्ड और मे बी से द एक्टिविटी और करिकुलम एक्टिविटी इन योर स्कूल ऑल्सो. सम ऑफ द स्कूल्स आई नो कि उनकी स्कूल के बाद एज अ हॉबी रोबोटिक्स की क्लासेस होती हैं. तो वो आई डाउट कि वो कब वो सीखना शुरू करेंगे इन क्लासेस से, बिकॉज समथिंग दे वुड हैव ऑलरेडी डन एंड दे वुड हैव एन आइडिया. So but we plan to start from beginner level, someone who has not done any kind of robotics before, someone who have no idea what this, what you can make, like join and then program the robots. So let's start. Uh, कुछ क्वेश्चंस भी होंगे तो हम बाद में हैंडल कर लेंगे. सो बिफोर आई स्टार्ट, अगेन अगेन टुडे वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू मेक एनीथिंग सीरियस हियर. अभी तो आपको किट लेनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि यू नीड टू हैव द हार्डवेयर टू बिल्ड इट एंड देन ओनली यू कैन प्रोग्राम इट. सो इट्स अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ हार्डवेयर एंड सॉफ्टवेयर. तो आज हम सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्शन ही दे रहे हैं और कि मतलब क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं. तो मैं आई टेक 10 15 minutes, देन आई हैव विद मी नलिन, who would, because I'm not the experienced guy in robotics. So guys, so Nalin will take your classes.
Hello everyone.
So guys, I'll present few slides just to introduce this topic, and then I'll hand over to Nalin, who will take you further and will tell you what you will be learning in this course. So let me share my screen just to introduce this topic. So first of all, these classes are free, and we want to have these classes because we want to promote all these coding stuff, robotic things in the school level. और गाइस मैं उसके मल्टीपल रीज़न है. आप देखा ही आपने न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में भी अब है कि भाई 6th ग्रेड से कोडिंग आनी चाहिए. और दूसरा ये है कि देखो मतलब व्हेन स्पेशली व्हेन किड्स आर इन 9th 10th 11th 12th एंड जब वो प्रिपरेशन कर रहे होते हैं इंजीनियरिंग करने की, तो उनका एक टिपिकल क्वेश्चन होता है कि हम क्या लें. तो मैं उनको बोलता हूँ यार तुम व्हाई डोंट यू जॉइन कंप्यूटर साइंस और आईटी और दोस काइंड ऑफ फील्ड्स और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एटलीस्ट, because they say what is all in that, can you explain what we are going to learn in that. And I find it very difficult to explain them in few sentences, few words, few paragraphs. और मैं वो कहते हैं फिर आप क्यों मैं मतलब अगर मतलब क्यों why they should join these fields, because मेरे को एक ही आंसर होता है, because this is new, upcoming, highly paid and have so many opportunities, right? So यही आंसर दे पाता हूँ. मैं समझा नहीं पाता हूँ उनको कि इन फील्ड्स पे है क्या. तो वही हमारे कोडिंग ब्लॉक जूनियर चैनल पे कोशिश है कि इंट्रोड्यूस कराना चीज़ों से कि कोडिंग क्या होती है, रोबोटिक्स क्या है, लाइक व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एप्लीकेशंस यू कैन मेक, व्हाट इंडस्ट्री इज डूइंग. सो यही हम इस चैनल पे करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, मेकिंग स्टूडेंट्स अवेयर ऑफ ऑल द चॉइसेस, वेदर दे वांट टू गो इनटू दिस लाइन और नॉट, वेदर दे आर इंटरेस्टेड और नॉट. कुछ मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि सब कुछ उनको इंटरेस्ट आना चाहिए, उनको कुछ भी चीज़ मिल जाए, एक ज़रा सी भी चीज़ मिल जाए, सब चीज़ें कनेक्टेड ही हैं. सो ऑल दीज फील्ड्स आर कनेक्टेड. So this is like what robotics is like. Nalin will explain because he's more experienced in robotics, though by profession I'm also electronics engineer. I did my electronics from IIT Delhi 1994 batch. It's almost 26 years now. तो उतने में तो सब कुछ ही दुनिया बदल गई है लास्ट 26 ईयर्स में. तब तो मोबाइल फ़ोन भी नहीं थे, कंप्यूटर्स भी नहीं थे जब मैं कॉलेज में था. तो मैं do I most of the stuff which he will be teaching you, I did that in the college, but I did that 26 years back, and that's what totally different perspective. So, but I made all these things, and I even design. I did the जो आप components use करेंगे, हमने वो design भी किए थे college में. But that was a whole story. So one thing which is about the robotics is as a combination of multiple fields. It is not just one field, multiple fields where you have to have an engineering knowledge, and the science सारी science use होती है, सारी physics use होगी इसके अंदर, as well as the technology. Because if you can visualize robot तो आपने देखे ही हैं, real world में या just generally we are whenever there is a space launch and all, we see all these robots what they कि moon पे land कर रहा है, या like one day we plan to land on other planets also. So you understand that there's a technology involved in that, and the science सब कुछ science ही है इसमें. So it's a combination of multiple fields. So this is very important, that why we need the robots. So this is my understanding, that we need robots to do something which humans cannot do. Because like for example, in space we cannot, if we have to do those tasks where we cannot send humans, right? कि जैसे unmanned robots हैं, कई बार हम we cannot take risk with the human life, we have to go deep into the oceans, we cannot send people there, that's too risky, so that's we use robots for that. एंड समथिंग समटाइम वी नीड टू सेव कॉस्ट, लाइक कि जैसे पता है कि अगर हम ह्यूमन से काम कराएंगे इट कैन बी वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, राइट? सो बट इफ वी कैन डिप्लॉय robots machines, then it is cheaper, right? At the same time humans are not available also, that's also true. For example, in US where I live, most of the stores they have a self checkout. You don't need the humans are not there, there's a machine, you have to scan your stuff and then you pay and then you go out there. So it's a machinery, I would say, but it's a smart machinery. So because people are not available to do jobs, to stand there and to get you check out, जैसे बिग बाजार वगैरह में लोग हैं या शॉप पे जाते हैं हम, जो काउंटर पे लोग होते हैं जो पेमेंट करते हो आप, जैसे कैश काउंटर होता है, तो लोग नहीं है तो हमें मशीन्स बनानी पड़ती हैं, okay. बाकी फैक्ट्रीज है ऐसे, द अमेजोन इज, आई शो यू द पिक्चर्स, आई टुक सम पिक्चर्स. Amazon is moving to in that direction. Many other companies, but it started with very few companies, and Amazon is one of them who are trying to make their factories human independent, where robots will do all the stuff. One is to save the cost, other is to remove, because to remove dependency on the people. Because if people are not there, then how they're going to run their factories? So, and there are few places where the precision is required. Also, robots are useful. Okay, I was reading an article long time back कि जो I was surprised to read that article, जैसे जो शेविंग ब्लेड्स बनते हैं फ्रॉम जिलेट कंपनी, अब इतनी प्रिसिशन चाहिए जो ब्लेड्स में, जो शेविंग ब्लेड्स होते हैं इतने तो वो कई बार ह्यूमंस अगर उसको बनाने में काम करते हैं तो दे आर नॉट दैट सो प्रिसाइज टू डू दैट. बट if you're the robot you can do a precise stuff. I'll show you one of the examples, where the precision is required and the robots can do that which humans cannot do, and this is an example. So this is, my wife got an operation few years back, and they told that they will do the robotic surgery. So I was really confused कि robotic surgery करेंगे, मतलब what do you mean by robotic surgery? They say कि there will be a robotic arm who will operate. Then I said, who will operate the robotic arm? They said doctor will operate the robotic arm. तो मुझे लगा डॉक्टर का फिर काम क्या है कि अगर रोबोट ही ऑपरेशन करेगा, बट they said the robot doctor will sit in front of a machine and he'll control the arms because he knows what's inside the body. He knows what he has to do, where he has to put a cut and what he has to remove from the body. So I was so surprised, I was shocked, like, and I asked that, cannot human do a operation, like machine is doing operation? He said no, because sometimes high level of precision is required to operate. तो वो प्रिसिशन मतलब कट लगाना है, ऐसे अगर ह्यूमन को अगर हाथ डाल के ऐसे ऑपरेशन करना होगा तो सपोज मैं कहता हूँ इतना कट लगाना होगा, लेकिन वही चीज रोबोटिक आर्म उससे वन थर्ड कट लगाती है स्ट्रेच करके, मतलब देयर मल्टीपल आर्म्स, दे and then though it's operated by humans, but like this, that's I was really surprised that this use of robot, anything robot machinery hang हो गई, कुछ problem आ गई, so but generally it's a very successful in healthcare industry. And they're nowadays they're very smart chairs controlled by voice, and the people who are the handicapped. So there's so many application of robotics in healthcare. So like nowadays in agriculture, I'm just trying to tell you that if you are learning this robotics, if you have interest in robotics, what all you would be doing. Because my son, he says that he wants to become a robotics engineer, and I used to say that from last few years. और मैं पूछता था यार तू क्यों करना क्यों चाहता है, उसका आंसर होता था वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग आंसर कि I'll make a robot which will wash the the utensils. Because देख रहा है कि mom spent so much time in cleaning the utensil, but he says that he was like he's in 5th grade, but he used to say that 2 years back कि मैं robot जो सारे बर्तन धो दे घर के. So, like in America, you don't have a domestic help, so you have to clean your utensil yourself. It will come a reality one day. तो ऐसी एग्रीकल्चर में जैसे मतलब मैंने जस्ट फ्यू एग्जांपल्स took some pictures from internet कि what robots are doing. And I just said, if you see this picture, this is a robot, and there's a name of this robot is Bonnie Rob, and it is, it goes in the field, and जो फील्ड की बात कर रहे हैं वो एकर्स ऑफ एकर्स लैंड है जहाँ पे फार्मिंग होती है. तो ह्यूमंस जाके करेंगे तो कितने ह्यूमंस चाहिए होंगे और कितना काम करना पड़ेगा कि वीड निकालते हैं, जो अगर क्रॉप के अंदर वीड जो just when plants में जो weeds आती हैं जो unnecessary plant हैं which is the self grown, so you have to take them out, otherwise they'll destroy the crop. So this goes and go, like you can operate with the program, with the with the remote, and it does the job. And same here, it is it is harvesting the green the pepper from the plants. यही अगर मतलब आपको अगर आप काइंड ऑफ जो फार्म्स हैं जिसमें काइंड ऑफ हार्वेस्टिंग करनी पड़ती है, इतनी बड़े-बड़े फील्ड्स होते हैं, इफ यू डू इट ऑन योर ओन, it's a so there's a few example, there are hundreds of example how the robots are helping in agricultural industry. और एक चीज़ मैं बोलूँगा कि रोबोट से पिछले 5 साल में एक ये मेजर चेंज आया है कि बिकॉज़ ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस वेयर स्मार्टनेस कैन बी गिवन टू द मशीन्स. So they have, like there are so many new uses of the robots, even in places where they used to think that robots cannot replace humans. तो वहाँ because of artificial intelligence, so it's a very very promising and upcoming field now. So this is a photo I took from manufacturing industry. It's used a lot in manufacturing industry. देखो assembly line पे cars बन रही हैं and everything is robots are doing all the components they are fitting up on the car. And this is the photo I took from internet. It's a picture from Amazon. Um, शिपिंग इंडस्ट्री इस अमेज़न फैक्ट्री की पिक्चर्स हैं जहाँ पे अमेज़न में हम सुनते हैं लेकिन सुन के बड़ा सरप्राइजिंग लगता है कि वेरी फ्यू पीपल वर्क इन देयर वेयरहाउसेस. आप ऑर्डर करते हैं मतलब आई नो अबाउट द अमेरिका, आई डोंट नो अबाउट द इंडिया. यू ऑर्डर द स्टफ, इट गोज़ देयर, सॉफ्टवेयर में रोबोट्स गेट द इंस्ट्रक्शन व्हाट यू हैव टू पिक एंड put into the bin where the trucks come for delivery. So they find the product on the shelf, they pick, they take it to the bins where the shipping trucks can take it for shipping. तो जो सामान को स्टोर करना, वहाँ से उतारना और उनको फिर वो उनको फिर डिलीवरी करने के लिए तैयार करना is all done by robots in Amazon factories. There are many other factories, but Amazon is a popular one because they started early. तो अब देखने की सारा ये पिक्चर्स वही हैं कि how the robots are helping Amazon run their factories. So this is used in mining. It's heavily used in mining. So I'll give you an example. Almost like 15, 20 years back, I went into my brother-in-law. He's a mining engineer from IIT Dhanbad. So he works in mines. So he took me few times into the mine. तो मैं गया, मैंने पूरा दिन स्पेंड किया how they just to learn how they work. It's a long time back, 15, 20 years. तो वो कैसे मतलब वहाँ पे कितना हेक्टिक जॉब है, मतलब नीचे जाके मतलब बिल्कुल अर्थ के डाउन में जाके इतना नीचे जाके. सो इट्स अ वेरी 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 हेक्टिक जॉब. एंड लोग मतलब क्रिएट करने के लिए, कोल निकालने के लिए, इट वाज़ अ कोल माइन. सो हाथों से काम कर रहे हैं काफ़ी. कुछ मशीन है बट मोस्टली दे यूज्ड टू वर्किंग फ्रॉम हैंड. तो मैंने उनसे क्वेश्चन पूछा कि बात हो रही थी कि जैसे मतलब इंडिया में इतने कोल माइन्स हैं, इट्स अ बिग बिग ऑपरेशन. And he told me that we import more coal. It's an old story. It's like we import more coal than we produce in India from China. कि हम इम्पोर्टर बड़े हैं एज कम्पेयर टू प्रोड्यूसिंग. तो मैंने कहा कि यहाँ पर कोल नहीं है अर्थ के अंदर क्या. दैट्स द रीजन दैट वी हैव टू इम्पोर्ट इट फ्रॉम चाइना एंड वी इम्पोर्ट मोर देन वी प्रोड्यूस. That's what his statement. He said no, because we don't have a technology to produce more, but China can do it because we cannot produce. We have a limitation of manpower. The manpower, what manpower can do. So soon, and this is a picture I took. The robot. This is a truck which is autopilot, a self-driving truck to carry the ore from one place to other place. This is to drill into the to the ore. So this is a heavy use of robots in mining. So this is the use of robots in military. There's something we keep hearing, and you would have heard about this. How because when humans go and fight, it's a risk to their life. But if you have a robots, if you machine, there are so many movies around it. कि कितना फ़ायदा है कि यार अगर मैं लाइक हमें अगर टैंक भेजना है तो ह्यूमन के बगैर ही टैंक जाके ऑपरेट कर ले तो कोई टैंक टैंक मरेगा लेकिन ह्यूमंस नहीं मरेंगे who are inside the tank. So same all these, there are hundreds of robots which are being deployed in military. So this is the space. This is something again very typical. This is one thing which is in use since a long time. बाकी इंडस्ट्री अभी भी अडॉप्ट कर रही है बट स्पेस ऐसी था कि अगर स्पेस को एक्सप्लोर करना है where there's a limitation which humans can do. So you have to rely on robot. There's no option, right? जैसे मैंने ओशन का ओशन में तो ये चीज़ें स्पेस में दिस इज लाइक अ if you have to repair your space station, you take the help of robot instead of astronaut going out and repairing the space station. So if you have to land your robot on some planet or so that's reading the data from there. This is how monitoring the earth. This one is monitoring the earth from remote. So that's some of that, just to give you the excitement of the robotic industry, I would say. थोड़ा इसमें एक चीज़ और मैं बोलूँगा कि ऐसे ये साथ में क्वेश्चन आता है कि रोबोट्स ही हर जगह आ जाएँगे, जो मतलब मेरे से भी कई लोग पूछते हैं कि तो आई एम नॉट अ रोबोटिक्स इंजीनियर, आई एम नॉट इनटू दिस फील्ड, दो आई एम इन अ सॉफ्टवेयर फील्ड बट नॉट इन रोबोटिक्स फील्ड, दैट if robots will be around everywhere, so what will happen to the human jobs? Like would human be able to survive their jobs? कि हर काम रोबोट ही करेंगे तो भाई ह्यूमंस की जॉब्स का क्या होगा? विल नॉट यू थिंक इट विल बी अ सिविल वॉर कि जब लोगों की जॉब चली जाएंगी? तो ये देखो कुछ तो ये थ्रेट है ही है, बिकॉज जो बिजनेसेस हैं, इफ दे गेट एन ऑप्शन ऑफ गेटिंग द वर्क डन फ्रॉम रोबोट्स, जो कि एक शिफ्ट में 3 शिफ्ट में काम करते हैं एज कम्पेयर टू ह्यूमंस, जो कोई सैलरी अप्रेजल भी नहीं मांगते, इनको उनकी कोई अलग प्रॉब्लम्स भी नहीं होती हैं, कोई आज बीमार हो गया, कुछ हो गया, किसी का खो गया, किसी की मैरिज है, किसी का फैमिली में प्रॉब्लम है, नो, रोबोट्स विल जस्ट अ मशीन. So all the businesses, they would definitely prefer robots to work if robots can be made to get that work done. तो ये है, इसका कोई आंसर नहीं है, इसका आंसर नहीं है कि अगर रोबोट्स अगर आएँगे तो ह्यूमन्स का क्या होगा? तो ये कह सकते हैं कि हो सकता है ह्यूमन्स की पॉपुलेशन भी कम हो जाए। तो द पॉजिटिव साइड ऑफ थिंकिंग इज़ दैट कि जैसे अभी कोविड चल रहा है, वो डेथ हुई है, कल को कोई और आ जाएगा, तो मतलब ह्यूमन्स के कम होने से जो ग्रोथ है वो नहीं रुकेगी, बिकॉज़ पार्टली द थिंग्स विल बी डन बाय द रोबोट्स. तो वही समझ सकते हैं कि ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन कम हो रही है, तो काम करने वाले लोग कम हो रहे हैं, मे बी नॉट इन इंडिया बिकॉज़ इंडिया इज़ अ ह्यूज पॉपुलेशन, बट मेनी अदर कंट्रीज़ दे आर शॉर्ट ऑफ द पीपल हू कैन वर्क. So that's why they always think around finding the shortcut to for example, the Tesla, the electrical car they made. Now all the companies are making electrical cars. तो उसका पहला तो रीज़न यही था, ये नहीं था कि ड्राइवर की कॉस्ट बचानी है या लोगों को आराम करना है, कार अपने आप चलेगी, ये नहीं था. आइडिया था कि देयर आर पीपल हू आर नॉट एबल टू ड्राइव एंड देयर आर नो दे कैन नॉट, ईदर दे कैन नॉट अफोर्ड द ड्राइवर्स, द शोफर, और मे बी इट्स नॉट अवेलेबल. अमेरिका में अगर कोई 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 ड्राइवर थोड़ा ना रख सकते हैं आप, कोई पर्सनल ड्राइवर, नो, बिकॉज़ नहीं, मतलब डज़न्ट मेक सेंस, मतलब कोई नहीं होगा, मतलब ड्राइवर को भी सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर से ज़्यादा सैलरी देनी पड़ेगी और वैसे भी मतलब अवेलेबिलिटी भी नहीं होगी, कोई प्रोफ़ेशन है भी नहीं कि आप ड्राइवर हैं. So that way they did thought of how to all these old people will commute. There should be a self-driving car. That was a reason they started building the self-driving car to help the people who are handicapped, who are old. तो ये तो ऐसा नहीं है कि हमें माने कि रोबोट सब कुछ ही खत्म कर देगा लाइफ. सो इट्स अ नेगेटिव वे ऑफ थिंकिंग, आई वुड से. सो गाइस, अब 3 जो मेरी नॉलेज है, बाकी नलिन ज़्यादा बता सकते हैं कि क्योंकि मैं कुछ मेरे बेटे को कराता हूँ तो मुझे थोड़ा बहुत आता है कि अवेलेबल एक तो तरीका है कि जो अवेलेबल किट्स इन द मार्केट है, जो मेरे बेटे ने कई सारी बना रखी हैं, लगी हुई सब पड़ी हुई यहाँ पे. किट ऑर्डर की अमेज़न पे, किट आ गई, असेंबल किया उसको, कई बार तो असेंबल करके वो रिमोट से ही खेलता है, वो कहता है काम हो गया. फिर मैं कहता हूँ यार फ़ायदा क्या है, प्रोग्रामेबल रोबोट लिया हमने या प्रोग्रामेबल कार ली या कोई वॉकिंग रोबोट लिया, अगर तूने प्रोग्राम नहीं किया तो उसको फिर उसने कमांड से कोई स्क्रैच प्रोग्रामिंग और ब्लॉक प्रोग्रामिंग से कर लिया. ये इतनी ही आता है उसको भी, जावास्क्रिप्ट सीख रहा है. तो एक वे ये है कि हम लोग बनी बनाई किट लें और उसको असेंबल कर लें और उसको फिर प्रोग्राम से चला के भी देख लें, कमांड देके, मे बी वी कैन डू इट इन स्क्रैच, पाइथन, मैनी अदर लैंग्वेजेस. तो ये तो खैर अगर एज ग्रुप कोई थर्ड और फोर्थ में है तो ठीक है, आई वुड रिकमेंड, दैट्स फाइन. थर्ड फोर्थ तक तो ठीक है, बट इफ यू आर बाकी अगेन एलन आप करेक्ट कर देना, जितनी मेरी नॉलेज है कि अगर ये थर्ड फोर्थ में है तो मैं कहूँगा ये मॉडल ठीक है. नो हार्म इन इंट्रोड्यूसिंग दिस वे दैट यू बिल्ड एवरीथिंग, यू हैव टू स्क्रू अप एंड पुट द कंपोनेंट्स, तो यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट कंपोनेंट्स आर. बन गई किट, चल रही है कार, मजा आया, आप खुद बनाई, ये नहीं कि बनी बनाई कार खरीद ली, रिमोट कार, एक फन है अपने आप में उसका बनाने का, एक कार अपनी बनाई है और उसको चला रहे हैं और फिर नेक्स्ट लेवल में कुछ-कुछ कोड लिख के देख रहे हैं, ब्लॉक प्रोग्रामिंग, विजुअल प्रोग्रामिंग है। दिस इज़ वन वे व्हिच आई डोंट थिंक नलिन वुड टारगेट दिस कि जो बिल्कुल ही मतलब ऐसे ही बनी-बनाई किट है। सेकंड वे जो मेरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है बाय पार्ट्स एंड बिल्ड रोबोट्स विद गिवन डिज़ाइन, राइट? दिस इज़ समथिंग व्हिच इज़ वेरी, वेरी चैलेंजिंग एज़ कंपेयर टू बाइंग अ किट, होल किट। तो आप कंपोनेंट्स बाय करते हो जो हेल्प करता है, राइट? कोई बनी-बनाई वो नहीं है पहले ये जॉइन करो फिर ये ऐसा नहीं है कोई। तो आपको कंपोनेंट्स बाय करने हैं, पूरी-पूरी किट बाय नहीं करनी, किट के कंपोनेंट्स बाय करने हैं अलग-अलग जगह से और फिर उसको आपने डिज़ाइन गिवन होगा, उसको बिल्ड करना है। दिस इज़ मच मोर चैलेंजिंग इन द प्रीवियस वन। देन थर्ड है, जो कि मैंने अभी तक अपने बेटे को नहीं सिखाया है मतलब क्योंकि मतलब इसमें सोल्डरिंग चाहिए होती है, जिसमें थोड़ा डिज़ाइन भी अपना इसमें मैं भी प्रो नहीं हूँ इसमें, यू नीड टू बी प्रो टू डू दैट कि आपने सोचा कि मेरी कार में ये चीज़ें होंगी, खुद डिज़ाइन करा मेरे को ये करता हूँ, कार ऐसे होगी, उसके 2 टायर होंगे या 4 होंगे या उसमें कौन-कौन से सेंसर्स होंगे या फिर आपने पूरा प्लेट ली है, प्लेट के ऊपर सोल्डर करके सारे कंपोनेंट्स को बना रहे हैं, व्हिच इज़ लिटिल बिट मोर चैलेंजिंग, यू हैव टू बी प्रो टू डू दैट। तो मुझे एक बार नलिन हम बीच वाला टारगेट कर रहे हैं ना इस कोर्स के अंदर आप
Yes, sir.
बाकी बता है ना? तो बीच वाला टारगेट कर रहे हैं, ये थोड़ा
So
काफ़ी
something,
एडवांस हो जाएगा।
I would say something between the center one and the last one.
ओके, ओके समथिंग बिटवीन सो इट्स वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग जितना मैंने करा है मैंने तो भी मैं इसकी यहाँ तो मैं ये नहीं इसके ऊपर ही नहीं गया हूँ मैं तो भी अगेन मैं अपने बेटे को सिखाता हूँ बट इट विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग आई वुड से कि अगर हम ये भी टच कर रहे हैं और उसके आगे भी बढ़ रहे हैं तो इट्स गोइंग टू बी वेरी एक्साइटिंग। कई मतलब ये मैं बस बाकी नलिन ज़्यादा समझा देंगे तो मेरे को जितना कुछ-कुछ मेरे पास चीज़ें हैं तो मैं उसमें से मैंने जैसे कार किट एक मैंने अभी पिछले दिनों बेटे ने बनाई थी मेरी तो उसमें ये आर्डिनो बोर्ड होता है। तो एक बार हम इसमें एक मिनट पहले मैं आपको ये बता देता हूँ एक बार हाँ, या कि हम ना 2 तरीके हैं जो मुझे आते हैं अभी जो हम अपनी सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी में भी कई बार यूज़ करते हैं जैसे रास्पबेरी पाई एंड आर्डिनो। आर्डिनो इट्स लाइक आपने हार्डवेयर तो बना लिया है बट हार्डवेयर को स्मार्ट भी करना होगा। हार्डवेयर को कमांड्स भी देनी होंगी, उसको इंस्ट्रक्शंस भी देनी होंगी। या हार्डवेयर को मतलब उसको अपने सेंसर्स भी देनी है कि डिफरेंट सेंस कर ले आस-पास क्या हो रहा है। डिफरेंट सेंसर्स कहते हैं उनको। उनको सेंसर्स की इन्फॉर्मेशन को लाके एक जगह तो जो हम कहते हैं माइक्रो कंट्रोलर है, जो हम कंप्यूटर में माइक्रो प्रोसेसर कहते हैं या वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं माइक्रो कंट्रोलर। तो वो उसका दिमाग है समझो उसका। तो वो माइक्रो कंट्रोलर चाहिए जो इंस्ट्रक्शन ले सकता है बाहर से और इंस्ट्रक्शन दे सकता है, राइट? मतलब इनपुट-आउटपुट कर सकता है और साथ में कमांड्स भी ले सकता है। तो वो 2 ओपन सोर्स टेक्नोलॉजीज़ हैं, एक आर्डिनो है और एक रास्पबेरी पाई है। रास्पबेरी पाई इज़ मोर एडवांस्ड देन आर्डिनो। तो ये उनके बोर्ड से मदरबोर्ड मतलब जैसे हम कहते हैं कंट्रोलर लगा हुआ है इनके ऊपर ये स्मार्ट बोर्ड है। तो हम अब इस कोर्स में आर्डिनो ही प्लान कर रहे हैं, रास्पबेरी पाई नहीं प्लान करेंगे। मैंने अभी कुछ रीज़न भी उसके ढूँढ रहा था अभी मैं कि मतलब व्हाट शुड बी द रीज़न जो कुछ तो मुझे पता थे बट एक कॉन्क्रीट आंसर। सो दिस इज़ सिंपल डेफिनिटली थोड़ा Arduino is simpler than Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is a whole computer in itself. तो उसको थोड़ा ध्यान रखना पड़ता है कि इसमें तार निकाली, तार जोड़ दिया, आर्डिनो में इतना फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता बट इट्स अ होल कंप्यूटर अगर उसको जब भी शट डाउन ऑन ऑफ करते रहोगे तो क्रैश हो जाती है। वो कंप्यूटर क्रैश इसका जो ऑपरेटिंग है वो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है वो क्रैश हो जाता है बार-बार। तो इसलिए सिंपल है अगर आपने प्ले अराउंड करना है आर्डिनो बोर्ड। रोबस्ट है, लाइक इतना जल्दी खराब नहीं होगा, आपने कुछ पंगा भी ले लिया, उससे गलत कमांड भी पास कर दी है। मेन ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रीज़न है, नीड लेस पावर। आर्डिनो नीड्स लेस पावर सो इट कैन ईज़िली रन ऑन बैटरीज़। अगर हम कार बना रहे हैं तो हम कोई तार तो साथ में उसके भेजेंगे नहीं, तार से कनेक्टेड है कार वो। तो वो बैटरी पे चलाने वाली कार बनाएँगे जो बैटरी से ऑपरेट होगी। तो जो पावर कम लेगा, हम उस पे ही ज़्यादा ऐसे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स कर सकते हैं ऑफ ऑफ योर एज। हाँ, अगर आपने ऐसी चीज़ बनानी है कि जो मतलब बिल्कुल इसको कांस्टेंट पावर ही मिल रही है, मतलब इस तरह का रोबोट है इसको पावर तो मिलेगी आपको, ऐसा कोई कम्यूट करने वाला रोबोट नहीं है। देन यू कैन थिंक ऑफ रास्पबेरी पाई राइट? चीपर है, ज़्यादा फ़र्क नहीं है बट येस डेफिनिटली आर्डिनो इज़ चीपर देन रास्पबेरी पाई। रास्पबेरी पाई तो पूरा कंप्यूटर ही है और यही तो इट वाज़ डिस्कवर्ड अराउंड 2012-2013 रास्पबेरी पाई एंड आर्डिनो इन 2005। तो इसका यही कमाल हुआ है कि मतलब इतने से साइज़ में पूरा कंप्यूटर आ जाता है। इट्स लाइक यू कैन बिल्ड योर ओन कंप्यूटर विद द रास्पबेरी पाई बोर्ड। और वो तुम कहीं भी अगर आपने किसी मशीनरी में लगा दिया तो समझो पूरी कंप्यूटर मतलब पूरी कंप्यूटेशन पावर आ गई उसके पास। पूरी इतने से उस रोबोट के पास या मशीन के पास क्योंकि आपने छोटा-सा कंप्यूटर को जितना बड़ा कंप्यूटर होता है, लैपटॉप इतना बड़ा है, ठीक है उतनी पावर नहीं होगी, उतनी पावर चाहिए भी नहीं होती। आपने छोटी मिन्यूट करके पावर उसमें डाल दी, राइट? तो ये हम कोर्स में आर्डिनो बोर्ड ही यूज़ करेंगे। तो यही था मेरा ये कंपोनेंट्स कुछ मेरे पास था, ये मैंने आर्डिनो बोर्ड है। राइट? जो और ये उसका एक्सपेंशन बोर्ड है जिसमें आप इनपुट आउटपुट कनेक्ट करते हो। अभी अभी ये रियल में करोगे, मैं तो पिक्चर ही दिखा रहा हूँ कि अगर कुछ इससे डर लगता हो या एक्साइटमेंट आती हो, ये अल्ट्रासोनिक सेंसर है जो डिटेक्शन ऑप्टिकल अवॉइडेंस करता है कि देख के कि कोई ऑब्जेक्ट तो नहीं आ गए, विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर फॉर कार्स। बट सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट तो ये ड्रोन्स के साथ है। व्हेन यू फ्लाई ड्रोन्स यू डोंट नो वेयर दे कैन गो, बट ड्रोन में अलग टेक्नोलॉजी आएगी। बट ड्रोन इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ रोबोट, राइट? ड्रोन इज ऑल्सो काइंड ऑफ रोबोट, वर्क्स ऑन द सेम सिस्टम। दिस इज लाइन ट्रैकिंग। वो है लाइन को, अगर एक लाइन पे रोबोट को चलाना है तो वो सेंस करता है लाइन को और वो सिग्नल देता है। और ये ब्लूटूथ चिप है, तो इस तरह की चीज़ें आपको कनेक्ट करनी होंगी। ये कंपोनेंट्स हैं, राइट? सो यही कंपोनेंट आप बाय करोगे, मतलब मे बी वायर्स और वो सब, मतलब बोर्ड एंड ऑल। सो दिस इज मे बी I'll let Nalin talk because he's going to be your teacher and he's more experienced than me on this stuff, राइट? तो मेरा तो यही था। बाकी नलिन, अगर हाँ, बस ये है कि आपको एक्साइटमेंट आ रही है कि आपको, मतलब देखो क्या होता है कि मैं, अगर कुछ लोगों को लग रहा हो यार हम खुद भी सीख सकते हैं, ऐसा क्या है कि नलिन सिखाएंगे यहाँ से। बट मेरा, आई एम अ स्ट्रांग बिलीवर दैट इफ यू गिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑन योर सेल्फ, देन इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट, कि बिकॉज कि अब खुद बैठ के, ऐसे मैं अपने बेटे को करता हूँ तो मैं उसके पीछे ना पढूं तो ना करे। हालांकि इंटरेस्ट है उसका, बट एक एक नशिया होता है खुद से करने में, जो कि आपका कम हो जाएगा। आपको पता है क्लास अटेंड करनी है और साथ में आप करोगे। और कई बार इंटरेस्ट, एक ना पैशन बिल्ड होने में टाइम लगता है। अगर वो चिकन एंड एग वाली बात है कि पहले पैशन है या पहले एक्सपोजर है, दोनों में से क्या होगा? एक्सपोजर नहीं होगा तो पैशन नहीं होगा, पैशन नहीं है तो आप ट्राई नहीं करोगे। तो ये चीज़, वो जो चिकन एंड एग वाली जो सर्कल है, जो डिपेंडेंसी है, वो तोड़ने के लिए कि यार बस एक बार करके देखते हैं। मे बी लेट्स हैव लाइक 5-6 क्लासेस और लेट्स डू द फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट। इफ आई लाइक इट देन आई विल कंटिन्यू इट, देन इट आई विल अज्यूम दैट इट्स नॉट माय कप ऑफ टी, आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन रोबोटिक्स। लेकिन एक्सपोजर से आपको पता चलेगा कि आपको ये कंपोनेंट्स, हार्डवेयर, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, ये चीज़ें अच्छी एक्साइटिंग लगती हैं, और साथ में इनको फिर प्रोग्राम करना, सॉफ्टवेयर भी कनेक्ट हो रहा है, हार्डवेयर भी कनेक्ट हो रहा है, राइट? मतलब तो अगर इसमें एक्साइटमेंट आ रही है तो एटलीस्ट यू कैन कीप दिस एन ऑप्शन फॉर फ्यूचर, टू एक्सप्लोर एज एन ऑप्शन फॉर फ्यूचर टू गो इनटू रोबोटिक्स इंजीनियरिंग और मे बी लाइक कनेक्टेड फील्ड, राइट? तो ये मेन इसका है। तो अगर आपको लग रहा है कि हम कर रहे हैं तो प्लीज़ ये जरूर करना है। आपने तो सब्सक्राइब तो करना ही है, क्योंकि वी कीप्स सेंडिंग यू, कीप लॉन्चिंग न्यू कोर्स, एंड ऑफ कोर्स यू शुड लाइक दिस वीडियोस टू गिव द मोटिवेशन। क्योंकि अगर आप कुछ काम फ्री करते हो, मोटिवेशन चाहिए होती है। एंड ऑफ द डे आपको एक अपना जॉब भी है जो आपको करना ही होता है, but you need some motivation for that also. So I hand over to Nalin. Nalin, एक आप इनको थोड़ा सा अच्छी तरह से बता दो, मैं तो थोड़ा जल्दी में इंट्रोडक्शन दी है।
Uh,
तो मैं, आप अपना स्क्रीन शेयर कर सकते हैं।
Hello everyone, guys. I was reading comments down below
खाली बैग
that
या
which game I play. I don't actually play much games. I'm just a random guy. Okay, so yes, I have also read some comments on Boston Dynamics and Elon Musk. So we were looking at that too. So this is a course Robotics 101. I'm Nayan Luthra and I will be your mentor for the course. So let's start. So question is, what is robotics? One, we have already taught us everything, what exactly is robotics and all thing. But I would like to contribute something more on that. First of all, I would like to know that robotics is a field which have different verticals, from electronics, programming, civil or not civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. Everything is included in robotics. Myself, I'm a computer science engineer, and that's why I'm doing robotics, because I like when stuff moves and what I'm coding is actually doing something for me. So today I'm going to show projects also which have been deployed on my interest, that this is something I would like to have, and that's why I have built it. Like the sir have just given a good example on exactly. There was one guy who's planning to make a dishwasher kind of a thing, and people are saying you can buy a dishwasher, but still the passion which is required. Okay, there's something which is actually moving, have hands, washing something. That's the beauty of something which we're looking forward to. So let's see, let's have some robotics. Actual robotics is actually taking place these days. This is one Atlas robot created by Boston Dynamics. It starts something like this. So let's have a look at beautiful. This robot is basically a humanoid. That's what we call it. Humanoid is a robot which looks like a human. As you can see over here, these are his eyes. They have LiDAR sensors been planted on it, so it can move easily. This is started in project in 2016. The before it also started, but this is one of the end projects with the Boston Dynamics actually came across. It can jump. It can do some flip flops in 2016. Through that time, Boston Dynamics have come a long way. Now they have built a robot which can jump good, I would say. That's something that's beautiful. If you actually acknowledge the power of Boston Dynamics, what they have done with this robot is fabulous. You can look at the actuators. If you don't know what actuators are, look at the motors, I would say, how they're jumping. That's the beauty. This is what I'm talking about. This is the control which they have. Like, many humans can't do this kind of thing. And look at the how Boston Dynamics have achieved in 2017. This video was made in Boston Dynamics 2018, I would say. Yeah, 17. Yeah. This is what Boston Dynamics is doing these days. This is Atlas doing these days. Is jumping randomly over here and there. It also can easily do jump on many different floors. This power of technology actually requires a lot of work. There are millions of dollars has been spent on this type of automation. It's not that simple. It's extremely complex. Number of different type of engineers from different backgrounds are required to build this kind of a thing. It's look easy. We will discuss about that also. Let's see one more robot.
It's
This is
amazing.
Spot. This is called Spot by Boston Dynamics. This robot is also with Jeff Bezos, who's well, not Jeff Bezos, I would say the Amazon founder. Exactly
Yeah,
same
Jeff,
robot.
yeah,
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 Jeff Bezos, right? Yeah.
yeah.
So the problem is the robot has to open the door, but he can't. So he calls up his friend. So name is Spot, Spot Mini and Spot. So Spot tries to open it. It looks simple for us to open a door, but imagine for a robot actually has to analyze the whole thing. Okay, this is something I have to catch up, open it, slowly set it. Look, exactly doing how human used to do. Okay, let's put a leg in front of it so it don't get closed, and they're helping each other. So also robots have good feeling with each other. That's a nice thing, right? So we can have a feeling with robots also. So in future we might have some robots, a dog maybe. You have pets, everyone at home. Maybe in future you might have something like this. So Boston Dynamics actually have some release this Spot, which is available online actually. So this robot has the power to do anything you want. It can go to places, travel anywhere. It has eyes, can climb mountains. It can be autonomously controlled. It can go places where humans can't go, as Moon we have said. This is how it's pulling trucks. So that's the
Yeah.
power, I would say. It can fall. It can stand. It can do different stuff. It can again stand up again. Now that's the motivation we guys need to have in robotics. We if we fall, we have to stand up and actually do it something. Can dance. That's good.
Mm.
My dog can't dance. I have a dog. It can't dance, but this can. So that's something we're looking forward. So let's see. It can actually, yeah, it can be used in COVID-19 situation. We have to check temperatures. It can play games. It can help you with exercise. So maybe tomorrow everyone will have one of these, or maybe you guys will be making one of these. We are not making this course, but yes, someday some of you guys starting schools and going to colleges and working up on this kind of future, I would say. So this robot can also rebuild a robot. So maybe someday we have army of these kind of robots working for us. So that's the power of Boston Dynamics, one of the world's biggest robotics game. So let's understand the simple. Let's understand the how complex these situations are, which were looking easy for us to do. So let's take an example that someone has asked someone to pick up a stapler from the office. Okay, so it looks easy, like that's not much of a thing you have to do. You have to go out, pick up a stapler, and get back to you. But for a robot, let's understand the number of steps he have to perform. First of all, you need to understand that what you are trying to ask. So either verbally or maybe through SMS or maybe through email or a web browser, you have to actually communicate that okay, this is what I want to do. You have to send a command to the robot. Robot also need to plan the path for us, which is easy. We actually don't appreciate the eyes, nose, and every sensing technology, sensing part we have in our body. We don't actually recognize how beautiful it is. How easily I'm holding this pen. We don't actually recognize this. But for a robot, it's a really difficult task. It's very difficult to actually go and see everything in 3D, understand the difference between the objects. You have to plan everything. Once the robot is in the room to actually pick up a stapler, you have to go through number of things to find a stapler. For example, let's say a pen and this cover. Both have exactly same size. So how it will differentiate between the two, that's also one of a task which you need to work on. Later on, you also have to retrace steps back to you so it can deliver what he's being asked to deliver. So this is the complexity of one simple task someone has given: go and pick up a stapler. So it can have number of possible outcomes, and robot did it. So that's this was a relatively simple task, but imagine the hard work robot has done to perform this task. So it things which look simpler to us, okay, this is happening, that is happening, it's not that simple. After the end of this course, which you will be doing, you will be able to see different technologies being used in metros, in your house, your TV. You will be able to understand deeply what exactly is being planned out. So, for example, you have a remote and you switch on a TV and you change channel. You will able to appreciate how exactly it's happening, because throughout the course you will understanding what technology being used in all these techno things. So let's look at the projects what we will be building. We're not building Boston Dynamics, obviously. We're building some projects which are much simpler and easy to understand. So let's look at some of the projects. So we will build a simple LFR. This one LFR I built years back, so it's not that would say good looking, but it does the work. It able to trace the whole line easily. It's using Arduino. If you can see over here, it's using Arduino. It's using multiple IR sensors, which has been asked for you guys to purchase. It has a battery being planted on it, and it's working, and it's basically following a line. So you can build a robot. You can build your own line, pick up a glass, and drop it on a robot, and ask the robot to go and give the glass someone else. So maybe you don't have to do work. I'm assuming everyone is younger in this course. So everyone is asking you to do something. Get a glass of water, do this, go and open the bell. Maybe you can build your own robot who can do this stuff. Okay. So let's see one more robot. This is basically a remote control car which can be controlled with a radius of 1.2 kilometers. It can do flip flops. It can easily turn itself on. It can also follow lines. So this is one of the what you call a differential drive. The tires in the whole scenario in this, if you can see over here, does not turn, but still able to turn the whole robot together. This is called differential drive. We'll talk more about it in the course ahead. So this is one of the pianos. Every my friends used to play pianos. I had no idea how to do it, so I made a virtual robot and everything who can do it through air. You don't have to put fingers anywhere. You can easily do this in air. So it's called an air piano kind of a project we're looking forward to do. So there's no soldering required. I have done some, but you won't have to do it. Yeah. So let's move on forward. So this is a piano. This is a robot which is playing a game. I guess many of you students have already played this game on your phone. It's called Piano Tiles. So a robot will develop to play the game. Maybe you can have a higher score. You can make your own robot for Subway Surfer or Temple Run, which can play that kind of games. You can have a higher score. So no competition anymore. So you can make your own robots to play games. That's one of the best thing for a gamer to do, right? You can just relax and let have the highest score in the whole scenario, and your friends might be jealous of you. Oh, this is something happening. So let's look forward to this. This is one of my favorite projects. It happened to be started when I was in college. In my first year, I was asked to make multiple drawings. Before I show you the project, let me give the whole scenario how it started. So it started for drawings. Okay, so I have to do multiple drawings for hours and hours. I have to sit there and draw something or the other, because that's what engineers in mechanical do. I'm not a mechanical, but in first year everything is same for everyone. So we need to draw multiple drawings. I was not good in drawings. I can't draw good, I would say. So I made a simple robot which can draw for me. So I can just upload a photo in my program which I have written, and it will draw for you. So as you can see, it's drawing a Ferrari car, I would say. So as you can see over here, it's drawing. It's taking image from my computer. This is the image, a Lamborghini, which is working on, and it's drawing on the sheet of paper. So maybe all of you who's having some homework of drawing, you can skip that. If you understand how this is working, or maybe in the course you will, you can make your own one, and yeah, you can chill. No more holiday homeworks. In the summer, you can have the robot 24/7 working and making a stuff. As you can see, we have one battery being connected. If you want, I can play the video again. So there's one battery connected, some stepper motors. It's not that difficult. It's looking much complicated, but
Ah,
it's
this
not.
is cool. This is very cool.
Yeah, it's looking simple. Power of Arduino do it.
Mm.
We don't need Raspberry Pi or some big stuff. It's
Uh,
really cheap. It's not expensive at all.
mm.
Much cheaper than the amount of work you need to get up.
Yeah.
Okay, mom, dad is asking home for holiday work. It's done. My robot is doing it. I will
Mm.
go back to our village with a one beautiful drawings that anyone have seen. So this is called a CNC machine in the robotics world. It's that's what we call it. But yeah, you can call it a drawing robot, and that's fine. I used to call it when first year, so that's absolutely fine. So let's talk about some components over here, the which you have been already shared the list with. So this is called Arduino Uno. So it's an open source project. It's an open source hardware. You might all have heard about open source software. If not, so basically open source is a way where you can upload your own code and anyone else can share it and upload it again. So robotics has a really big field of open source, from Raspberry Pi to Arduino to ROS robotic system. We are not discussing that anyhow, but yeah, so this is called a microcontroller. It's not a complete PC, but it's a microcontroller. Some of you guys might see this big chip over here. So the new Arduinos are not coming with big chip, it's coming with smaller ones. I have a couple of Arduinos over here. So I can
Mm.
show you on the camera. So this is the new one. It has a much smaller chip over here. If you guys can see. This is called Arduino Mega. It's a bigger one. It's not the smaller one as a Uno. So
This
these are the,
mine is smaller one. I have a
yeah,
smaller
see, it's a smaller chip.
one.
The
Yeah,
things have changed
yeah.
drastically. So yeah, this is the bigger one again, and this is the old one, which you can see on the screen. So some of you will get in the old one or new one depending upon the link you're going to click. So it doesn't matter. Everyone works exactly same way. Nothing have changed altogether in the way. So this is LED.
One question, sorry to interrupt you, just one question. Some of the students are asking, which programming language we have to use to program this? I think programming language doesn't matter because it's not going to be like it's more a
So
hardware, less of coding. Yeah.
got it. So a programming language used in Arduino to program is similar to C++. It's not exactly C++. Arduino has its own programming language, but it's really easy to learn. Those who are already
Okay.
going to Python, they can easily shift to Arduino language. It's not much
Mm,
of a task. So for
mm,
example, you're already doing 1 plus 1, 2. Now you have to do 2 minus 1, 1. That's all. So
mm.
nothing has to change altogether. Everything is same, variable declaration, functions, or class, whatever you are being taught. We will also go from scratch. We don't. If you have no
Yeah.
programming knowledge, it doesn't matter. We'll go from scratch.
Yeah. We'll
But this
teach
is
you.
more
That's
important.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is called LED. It's not the LED which you have in your homes, which you're looking at. But yeah, it's also been built on exactly same technology. It is called light emitting diode. We are not going into technical terms, but this is an LED. Over here, you can see some resistors over here, right? These are used so your LED don't get what do you call it, faulty or burst up. But yeah, we will try to burst some LEDs to actually understand how it happens. It will be fun to actually look at, okay, the LED is blinking and bang, it's not blinking anymore. So we will look at that also. But yeah, we use some resistors to actually control the current, which we'll discuss anyhow in the future. So these are some LEDs which we are asked to purchase. If you also purchase same color of LED, it doesn't matter. I have a couple of projects which require different LEDs, but that's just basic understanding. If you have same LEDs, it will work also. So I have shared the link with. I guess everyone has the link in the description also. So they have different LEDs. Maybe if you're out of stock, you can go for same LED. It doesn't really matter. So these are IR sensors. So we will talk about what exactly is IR sensors. I'm sharing this slide with you because there are a couple of different versions of IR sensors. One is over this one, which is available online. Some might have this one or this one. It doesn't matter. Everyone is exactly same. So the only thing is being changed is the way they have been built, but it works same. They all have same uh, design, I would say, to control everything. So it doesn't matter which one you get, but yeah, everything is same. Fire sensors are also one of the sensors been used in remotes, not the new Geo one. The old remotes which used to have simple LEDs. We will talk about that also in future. So this is called a seven segment. Some of you might have seen red lights being going from 60 to 0, 30 to 0. So how exactly they're working on it or what technology is being used in. So we will talk about that also. This is called a seven segment. It is called seven segment because they have seven different LEDs in it to actually control it. But yeah, we will talk about that in future. So it is called a servo motor. You all have seen fan definitely, right? So fan has a motor which goes round and round, never stops. Whereas in this case, this is a servo motor. You can actually fix a degree you want to rotate it. It has a potentiometer. We'll talk about what exactly potentiometer and everything. So I'm not going to technicalities right now. But this motor is used to actually have a specific degree of rotation. So it's not a complete rotation; it's a specific degree of rotation we're looking forward to. So it's called ultrasonic sensor. Some of you might be curious to know that when you're traveling in malls, there's some escalators are there. In escalators, when you reach near the escalator, it suddenly starts working. Before it stopped. In metro, it happens. In malls, it happens, or maybe in some colleges or schools also, there are some escalators available. So if anyone is curious to know that how exactly it's happening, that how does accelerator know you're coming? No one is sitting over there and clicking button. Oh, this guy's coming. Like no one is doing that. So this is the sensor which been used in all the different escalators, or maybe different technologies. For example, you have seen some doors which open directly when you enter. So this is ultrasonic sensors been used. There's some more sensors, sharp sensors or lidars can be used, but this is one of the most cheapest one and one of the most well known in the industry. So this is we are going to use in our projects. So many robots also have this kind of eyes. If you look online, these big, what do you call it? You can call it eyes for now. So let's say these big things are there in multiple robotic kits, which presented to be an eye of a robot, and that's exactly what it's doing somehow, because our eye have two eyes, right? If one camera, you only see a two-dimensional image, but using two eyes you can see a three-dimensional image. We'll talk about that if when it's required, but for now it's completely understandable that these sensors are basically your eye of your robot. We are also making some radar systems, so not exactly what army is using, but yeah, you can have your own radar system and outside your room. So whenever your parents are coming, you can just like, oh, okay, parents are coming, you get to know. Maybe your dog is going to enter a room, maybe your dog is going somewhere, you get to know, oh, he's going somewhere, through these eyes which no one is looking at, and you have these eyes. So
That would be the most interesting project, you put in front of your room. If parents knock, or maybe like if you're not allowed to close the room, the lock the room, then you put
exactly.
it
So
outside,
many
and
students
parents
might be interested in, they're
don't
playing PUBG
understand what it
somehow.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, many students must be. I was looking at all the comments, and they're like many students are asking what games and everything. So maybe many of you are playing PUBG and everything, and your
Hmm.
parents are coming. No, I'm studying, looking at phone,
Yeah.
looking at videos. So maybe you can use this sensor to get to know. Okay, someone is
Hmm.
coming.
Hmm.
You're back to normal. You're already looking at something good, and
Hmm.
like something reading stuff. So yes, lidars are expensive. I'm just reading something on the comments here. Lidar is expensive, but there are also cheap lidars in the market. You can also make your own lidar using this sensor, because the technology using kind of the same. A lidar works on light, where the sensor works on ultrasonic sound. So there are basically three types of sound: ultrasonic, normal sound, which we use, we guys used to listen, and microwaves. We will talk about that also when we go into ultrasonic sensor. So not going into depth as of now. So this is called a breadboard. So as Manmohan Bhaiya was telling about the soldering part, so we are going to skip the soldering part using this piece of equipment or a tool or whatever you want to call it, a component. Let's say that's the right word to use. So we say we use a breadboard to just skip the soldering part. So this board can easily just plug in the wires you want to, and soldering can easily be skipped through this. So these are jumpers we will be using instead of wires, because it's easy plug and play, instead of just sitting over there and soldering something and burn your hands. I've burned my hands multiple times. Believe me or not, when I started soldering, my hand got burned multiple times. There's a project competition in the morning. We are burning our hands overnight, and it happens. So we won't be looking forward to it. You guys have to study a lot. So let's not burn your hands and use simple jumpers to skip all the soldering part.
Hmm. Well,
So
take
these
an example. I used to do soldering when I was in college, and those the what is soldering. I don't remember the names. So instruments and the wire. You put it like this. A few months back, I had to solder something to fix it, so I ordered a kit from Amazon in America, but I'm sure it must be available in India. It was such a sophisticated kit. The time has changed.
are
I was in the college. We used to do soldering in 92, 93, and I thought like we had a sometimes that's why I think sometimes you should have born in this age, because you get to do so much, so much happening things and so much interesting tools and stuff. So it's amazing kit, like this things are much easier to do and much more sophistication as compared to what we used to do in college in 92, 93.
exactly. So this is a LDR module. So I have a really interesting project based on this. Well, I'm not going to talk about LDR module as of now, but I would like to know that this is a module which will be connected with Arduino, where this is simple LDRs. You can use simple LDRs also to make something. So I will let you know how to do it. We are one won't be doing it in the projects, because that's requires some soldering. So what I'm planning to do is, we have a room, right? Everyone has a room. When you switch off your lights, sometime you have to get up and switch on some other light. So we are going to make a project that as soon as you switch on the main big light, the whole tube light maybe you have in your rooms, you make something which will a bulb, little bulb which will glow automatically as soon as light goes off. Maybe someone is not having an inverter in your home, maybe inverter is battery is off. As soon light goes off, your project starts. Automatically so turn on. We are calling it a night light maybe. or maybe a night lamp, whatever you call it, but it will be completely automatic. So we're going to make that as well. You can write your own names with LEDs. So maybe your name will glow in the night when lights goes off. When light goes off, you glow. Kind of Batman thing, right? So these are resistors, nothing much special resistors anyhow. But yeah, these is one of the most important equipment in electronics, because using this equipment you will able to save thousands of rupees, which if you will be destroying equipments when you're not using it properly.
Hmm.
These small little components will save them. They're called resistors. They actually control the current, the flow of current or voltage. I would say voltage being controlled using the resistors. So it's current exactly. But yeah, it will save your equipments multiple times, and you won't get scolded from your parents. Oh, I just bought this for you, and like it's
Hmm.
out. So yeah, this is something which is required. I have listed a box of the resistors. We'll also talk about why these lines are there. These lines look kind of weird to everyone. Everyone has different lines. So we'll talk about that also. That what these lines actually specify. Many students in college also don't actually recognize these line specification and what they're used for. But we will. We'll see to the this is called relay. It's a really interesting thing. When we talk to when we are trying to make a night lamp or maybe trying to control something, we'll also talk about projects related to home automation. We will also see some projects which we can do for home automation. You can make your own uh, application or maybe your own web app to control your home, all of the home together. You can switch on your lights, your fan, your computer, your laptop through your device, through your own simple laptop, mobile maybe, or whatever you want to make. So this is called a relay, which controls basically a AC current. So we'll talk about AC and DC also in the next lecture, but not we're going to they're not going to into it right now. I would like everyone to know that AC is much more dangerous than DC. You can play with DC, you'd never play with AC. Never ever. Like that's the end. You stop. And this is not where I'm going. So we'll talk about that also. So that's everything from my side. If anyone have questions on comments, we can answer that.
Some of the questions we answered, people asking from like list of the kit. So we are giving in description, right?
Yeah, it's in the description below.
So somebody's asking if you will the courses start again after this course is over? So that's what we plan right now, but I don't know the availability of Nalen. So all the courses we are running right now, we are running block programming for junior students and then Python and the web. So we'll have a second version. For example, Python I'm teaching. I know that once I go through 20 classes, so we'll start again. So, but again, for this, robotics, I cannot commit anything because it depends on how whether it will be available or not. But like, so we'll let you know how many classes will this course have, and then the plan. We'll start again.
Exactly.
But if we will do something, we'll definitely will do it because we want to make it recurring. It's not like once, like we'll make it recurring. So to answer your question,
But I
yes,
would recommend everyone to actually join this one, because the
yeah,
first course is always the best.
yeah. Timing of the classes. Taksha, you asking timing of the classes? We'll let you know within a day or so when the classes will happen, right? So definitely within a day. So
I
we'll have
also saw
two times a week.
someone.
What do you think, like classes?
Uh, well, I guess next class would be in couple of days maybe.
Okay, okay. So two
Yeah.
times a week would was we plan,
Yeah,
right?
two times a week exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So someone was
So
also asking like if I'm working on some what do you call it, Iron Man kind of project. Not exactly Iron Man, but yeah, something similar I'm working. Maybe sooner or later I will share with you guys what I'm working on. A kind of a hand which can do my task for me. So yes, I will share with you. So I was
very
looking
good,
at
very interesting, very interesting. Yeah.
yeah. So we will talk about that also, how it was built. We'll
Hmm.
also talk about some simulations, that before going to have expensive equipments and everything, how people build simulations to actually control it. So we'll talk about that as well.
And
So
to answer your question, Java course so will not do that, frankly, because this is for the only the school kids. This coding blocks junior. So Java is something I would not recommend. If you're asking for your CBSE exam, then we can do something. But otherwise, to learn seriously Java at a school time, I would not recommend. So better is web है, Python है, ये सब चीजें सीखनी चाहिए. But it's not advisable to learn Java, especially in 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th अगर syllabus में है तो. सो ये नलिन आंसर करेंगे ये क्वेश्चन इसका। नहीं सॉरी, फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट पूछा था किसी ने एक वो व्हाट विल बी द फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट आंसर, ये है।
So first project
आयुष
would
पूछ
be
रहे हैं।
okay. So first one would be really simple. We'll bring a couple of LEDs. We understand how LEDs work and we understand how Arduino works. So you will so what the plan of the course is not to just make you the projects, but make you capable enough to actually think out of the box and make your own projects and tell us what you have built. So we will work on from scratch. We will start from LEDs. We'll bring a couple of LEDs. So let's see how it goes. And then we slowly and slowly we move over to IR sensors. We also make your own line following robot and everything. So it will slowly and slowly gradually
Yeah.
increase. So first one would be definitely blinking simple LEDs, understanding the whole Arduino altogether.
So guys, what Nalin is saying is, I would say, so that's what I do in my math classes. If somebody comes to me, give you an example. नॉर्मल स्टडीज से कि मेरे को आज मुझे ये जेई का क्वेश्चन कैसे सॉल्व होगा, ये वाला कोई क्वेश्चन आ गया, कोई परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन, सो आई वुड से नो, इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल कि मैं क्वेश्चन का सॉल्यूशन दे दूं। वुड यू विल टू अंडरस्टैंड, वुड लर्न एनीथिंग फ्रॉम दैट? नो। So let's start from the very first step. What permutation is, what combination is, what the all the concepts I'll teach you and take you to that level where you can solve the question yourself. So what Nalin is trying to say कि तुम मतलब प्रोजेक्ट बड़ा मतलब कंपोनेंट, जो मैं वही कहा कि कंपोनेंट लाके ज्वाइन कर दो, बन गई कार और बन गया रोबोट, doesn't make sense to do this, not what we are trying to do here. So we have to learn the component so that we can the कि हम खुद भी मतलब अगर कोर्स खत्म भी हो गया तो हमें एक्साइटमेंट आ जाए कि हम अपने डिजाइन खुद ही बना के काम कर पाए। सो इट्स नॉट अबाउट बाइंग अ किट एंड जॉइनिंग, एंड दैट्स समथिंग यू कैन डू और पेरेंट्स कैन हेल्प। सो स्लोली
So
चीजों को समझना भी है, अगर कोई कंपोनेंट है तो समझेंगे भी कि भाई कि करता क्या कंपोनेंट, नॉट बिकॉज कि कंपोनेंट लिए पता भी नहीं क्या ज्वाइन कर दिया उनको। सो विल
so
गो
there's
स्लो, दैट्स द होल आइडिया। इट्स अ टीचिंग क्लास, नॉट द असेंबली क्लास नहीं है, इट्स अ टीचिंग क्लास।
So there's one more question. So can we have code with laptop? Please answer. Yes. You will be coding Arduino with laptop only. That's the how it things goes off. Like start. So yes.
So this is a question like, will there be an assignment of building robots or
Yes.
everything will be done in the class? So that's a और क्लास में भी जैसे एक सॉरी मैं नॉट लेटिंग स्पीक, सॉरी, मैं क्लास
Sorry.
में क्या है कि एक ये हो सकता है कि मुझे लगता है कि अगर मतलब इफ यू आर डूइंग समथिंग टू बिल्ड इन द क्लास, सो यू माइट नॉट बी एबल टू फॉलो इट बिकॉज इट विल टेक 2-3 आवर्स कि नलिन ने कुछ किया और आप फॉलो कर रहे हो। तो हो सकता है वो he'll teach you that today in today's session I'm covering this and then do as a homework you can do it. But now you can answer the question. This is my thinking.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we will do. We also be like if there's a small project which you can actually follow with me. So then
Hmm.
I will give you some homework to write your own program to change the settings a bit and actually modify exactly to your needs or like
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
homework assignment is about. So we'll do that as well. For example, I'm planning to let's say I blink couple of LEDs and I'll give you a homework to make a LED with writing your first letter maybe with it. That can be a homework. So we will be doing that, for example.
Okay,
So
okay.
we'll be starting from basic and let's give your input on that ki how you did it yourself.
मैं रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चन देख रहा हूँ, कोई भी क्वेश्चन रेलेवेंट मतलब बच्चे बाकी चीज़ पूछते हैं जो इस सेशन से रेलेवेंट है, मैं ढूंढ रहा हूँ।
Okay. So there's one question asking.
वेरी क्वेश्चन, will make a will not make a clean robot, no, will not make a clean robot. Robots are very जैसे दिल्ली दिखा रहे थे रोबोट्स हैं, उनको बनाने में मतलब यू नीड अ मिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर्स एंड द
Exactly.
ह्यूज टीम्स नॉट। हमें
But
लगता है हमने हाथ ऐसे हिला लिया, अगर मशीनरी से ऐसा हाथ हिलाना है, जो हमारे इतने मोशंस है ना हमारे हाथ में, अगर आप देखोगे
exactly.
तो वो उसको रोबोट्स में लाना इट्स लाइक इट्स वेरी एक्सपेंसिव एंड वेरी टाइम कंज्यूमिंग।
But from the course you might have the knowledge enough to make your own automatic vacuum cleaner. That can be done from cleaning robot side. Yes, I will be also available on Discord and Telegram. Okay, there's one more question I just got on above like if we do have to buy all the equipments together. Yes, that's a recommended thing to do. Let's get all the components together. But the way they have listed exactly the way we are planning to go forward with the projects. So you can buy one by one also, but that's a recommended thing to do. Just get all the components together, I would say.
तो ये Taksha is asking will get a certificate. So I think certificate तो मतलब definitely will you get a certificate, but you will show something you have done. So, it's a coding blocks junior. We have a coding blocks also, where we have already taught 20,000 students in last 5 6 years. So certificate की ठीक, though we are still small, but एक credibility होनी चाहिए. If you're getting a certificate, you should have done something. So if Nalin, if we give you a project or a homework, or you're doing along with the class, और आपने वो बना लिया आपने या assignment, तो definitely you get a certificate. But it's not for the sake of certificate, but you'll have to do something to get a certificate.
There's one more question I'm asking, getting, that do we need to install any software on computer? There's a open source software called Arduino. Its name, that name of the Arduino and the Arduino is like same hardware and software. So just install Arduino if you want to. But we will also be installing live on
Yeah.
in the classes itself.
तो वो
But
डोंट
if
वरी
you want,
अबाउट
you
इट,
can do
यू
it.
डोंट नीड टू डू प्री होमवर्क, तो करने की जरूरत नहीं है क्लास से पहले ना. व्हेन द फर्स्ट क्लास विल स्टार्ट, सिर्फ किट इज द ओनली थिंग दे हैव टू बाय, नलिन, राइट? दैट्स ओनली द
Exactly.
किट, या
Yeah.
किट बाय करनी पड़ेगी, वो ऑर्डर करना पड़ेगा. देखो, मैं कई बार लगता है कि यू आर स्पेंडिंग मनी ऑन बाइंग थिंग्स, बट कि मैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स को भी कहता हूँ, 11th 12th में काफी यंग भी बच्चे होंगे, यार तुम ये कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, कि once if you are working hard on yourself, but don't worry too much about it, because you're learning something. And when you get a first job, you get so much money that you can, it will all cover up. You're taking money from your parents at this stage because you're not earning. But once you get a job after college, you can pay. The more serious you would be, the more hard work you do now, कहीं ना कहीं फॉर्मूला तो है, डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है, यू विल गेट अ डिसेंट जॉब, बेटर जॉब, वो तब उतार देना पैसे. बट इस टाइम पे जो लर्निंग में पैसे बचाने हैं, तो और चीज़ों में, यार फोन इतना महंगा मत खरीदो, सस्ता खरीद लो, और जितनी चीज़ों में पैसे बचा सकते हो. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू लर्निंग समथिंग एंड स्पेंडिंग ऑन दैट, बेबी बुक्स है, या मतलब कोई वीडियो है, या फिर ये पे कोई किट है, तो इस पे कॉम्प्रोमाइज मत करो, आई वुड से.
Yeah.
पेरेंट्स भी
There's
एग्री
one more.
करेंगे. हम्म.
Yeah, exactly. There's one more thing I would like to tell. So I can share my, like, I'm sharing my personal experience with
हम्म.
you guys.
हम्म. हम्म.
When I started robotics in my first year in college, I started spending money like anything. I went on to get components which are not required. So we won't be doing that in this case. So we'll only get components which are required, and going forward with that. So I spent about 2.5 lakh on my robotics kit and everything. So trust me, after that, after 4 years right now, I think everything was worth it. Every single thing was worth it. Every single thing. So don't think about spending it. Like most of the things, for example, in number 11 in the list is a multimeter. So using a multimeter is kind of the same thing, and you can use it in different things and your home also.
हम्म.
So there's a screwdriver in number 12 also. You can use it to open something. I used to open a lot of things and used to get scolding from my parents also. A couple of times I opened something. I opened once. I opened the laptop and I didn't able to close it. So yeah, so it happens that way also. But yeah, don't open it, and that's not recommended. But yes, these are the some of the tools can be used from different things also. So don't think about like it's much of a money to be spent on. Everything would be worth it.
Okay, Vineet, आप पूछ रहे हो कोडिंग ब्लॉग, you're doing some projects, would you get some help? So I will not answer this question. Maybe Nalin, depends on Nalin whether he's available or not. So
Uh,
Discord पे connect कर लेना, है ना?
Definitely, you can continue Discord or Telegram. I will able to help you. No worries on that. On any project you're working, you can just ping me and I will see to it. No worries on that.
11th में, क्लास 11 के, देखो क्लास 11th में जो है ना, मैं 11 12th के बच्चों को कहता हूँ कि अगर आपने करना है तो कर सकते हो, लेकिन वो टाइम एंटरटेनमेंट में से निकलना चाहिए.
Exactly.
आई होप कि मेरे बाकी सेशन फॉलो किए. एक टाइम जरूर चाहिए होता है दिन में और हफ्ते में कुछ घंटे, जहाँ पे आप रिलैक्स करोगे, अनवाइंड करोगे अपने आप को. किसी को म्यूजिक सुन के होता है, किसी को थोड़ा वॉक करके होता है, स्पोर्ट्स खेल के होता है, किसी को गेम्स खेल के हो जाता है कंप्यूटर पे, मतलब किसी को मूवी देख के होता है. तो वो टाइम भी यूज़ करना है. जो भी कोडिंग 11 12th में कर रहा है या रोबोटिक्स कर रहा है, तो उसको प्लीज़ वही टाइम यूज़ करना, पढ़ाई का मत करना, अनलेस आपका मतलब स्पेशली इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर एंट्रेंस एग्जाम्स. तो और ये भी मतलब अपने में फनी तो है, एंटरटेनमेंट तो है, नहीं तो क्यों करोगे आप? क्या ज़रूरत है करने की आपको? अगर मज़ा ही नहीं आ रहा, तो वो टाइम यूज़ कर सकते हो. तो दिस इज़ द कॉस्ट ही इज़ टेलिंग दैट. शायद उन्होंने चेक किया होगा अमेज़न पे, तो किट की कॉस्ट होगी ना?
Okay.
समबडी
Yeah.
आस्क्ड एंड ही रिप्लाइड, ओके, या.
But it can vary from shipping. The couple of equipments depend upon shipping. So some might get 80, some might get 45, depending on the place you're living at. So it can go up and down about 200 bucks.
सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं इंस्टॉल करना, जैसे नलिन कह रहे हैं, वो क्लास में करवा देंगे आपको. आर्डिनो का सॉफ्टवेयर होता है, पहले कर सकते हो, लेकिन क्लास में कर सकते हो, अभी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. इट विल नॉट बी टू कॉम्प्लेक्स. बट आर्डिनो सर्च करोगे तो वो वहां से आ जाएगा, आर्डिनो का है ना, कोई सॉफ्टवेयर करना है. प्राइस पूछ रहे हैं, बता दिया वो 300 समथिंग या वेरी करेगा कॉस्ट पे जैसे मतलब
3,700 something depending upon like plus minus.
क्लास विदिन फर्स्ट क्लास 2-3 डेज में ही होगी, विदिन दिस वीक ही होगी एग्जैक्टली आपको बता देंगे। राइट, इसी पे इसी के डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल देंगे क्लास का, या पहले से उसका लाइव वाला क्रिएट कर देंगे उसका
Exactly.
या
We will have two lectures and some couple of videos more on some different technology maybe or some prerequisite you require for the next class. We will do that as well.
तो ये भी आंसर हो गया। किट मतलब नलिन भी सजेस्ट कर रहे हैं आप सब पहले सारा खरीद लो, बेटर है, बार बार ऑर्डर करोगे तो और मुश्किल होगी। तो एक बार जो किट
Out of stock हो सकता है. Like
हम्म
many guys are going to buy it, and I don't think the seller might have all the required. So better earlier you get the better.
तो इसमें सबमिट करने का शायद नहीं होगा जो कि नॉर्मल कोडिंग उसमें होता है, क्योंकि अपना किट बना रहे हो आप मतलब, और डेमो भी देखो थोड़ा सा। अब ये कोई फ्री कोर्स है आप, और मतलब तो इसमें अगर आप बना रहे हो कुछ तो अब वो डेमो लेके वो मुश्किल होगा। मतलब अगर मान लो डिपेंड्स हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स अटेंडिंग द क्लास, आपने कुछ कुछ कर लिया है, जो होमवर्क दिया नलिनी ने आपने कर लिया है। अब वो डेमो कुछ एक सेशन रख सकते होंगे, बट इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू सी द डेमो ऑफ ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन एंड कमेंट ऑन दैट। तो
Maybe they
अभी
can upload videos and we can look at the videos.
या दैट्स वेरी गुड आइडिया, ये कर सकते हो, वो बना देंगे, लिंक बना देंगे जहाँ वीडियो अपलोड कर सकते हो, तो कमेंट कर सकते हैं इसके ऊपर, ये कर सकते हैं, या दैट्स वेरी
Exactly,
गुड।
we can do that.
या तो अब कैन वी डू ऑल द 3 कोडिंग कोर्सेज़? मैं सजेस्ट करूँगा 3 चीज़ ज़्यादा होंगी। अगर आप 8th 9th 10th में हो तब भी आप कर सकते हो, 11th 12th में तो बिल्कुल मत सोचना। तो मतलब लैंग्वेज एक ही सीख लो आप, मतलब 2 सीखनी भी नहीं चाहिए। अगर पाइथन सीख रहे हो तो उस टाइम फिर आप वेब मत सीखो, राइट? या वेब सीख रहे हो तो पाइथन मत सीखो, मैं सजेस्ट करूँगा। तो एंड देन रोबोटिक्स यू कैन टेक ओवर दिस आल्सो, बिकॉज़ रोबोटिक्स में क्या थोड़ा डिफरेंट है, थोड़ा एक्साइटमेंट ज़्यादा है एज़ कम्पेयर टू नॉर्मल प्रोग्रामिंग के अंदर। नॉर्मल
So,
प्रोग्रामिंग भी मतलब जिसको हार्डवेयर मज़ा नहीं आता उसको इसमें मज़ा नहीं आएगा, बट सम यू लाइक टू बिल्ड समथिंग फ्रॉम योर हैंड, इट इज़ अ डिफरेंट फन आल्सो। आई वुड से
so
इट्स
plus
मोर हार्डवेयर देन सॉफ्टवेयर। एम आई राइट दिस इज़
Yes, sir. So plus also I would like to tell you that I am from computer science background. So I'm not an electronics guy. I'm a guy who knows
हुँ,
programming, and
हुँ।
that's what I do. I'm actually, if I look at my profile as a full stack web developer or software engineer. So that's how it went on, but now it's robotics. So it's basically hobbies how it started. So you don't have to worry about okay, there's some hardware, a lot of required, but it's just a fun which has been there in the whole scenario.
तो नलिन देखना है क्वेश्चन, यू कैन आंसर
Yeah,
दिस
it's
बैक
not
टू
available on Amazon. Or you can just Google 7 segments space robotics. I have already shown you the. If you can go back and look at the video, the exact components required you can get from any other seller, or maybe we can share it again on Telegram, which is
ओके।
available.
एक वो टेलीग्राम का भी पूछ रहे हैं रीति की, इनको इसको लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल देंगे, टेलीग्राम का नया चैनल बना लेते हैं ना, बाकी है ना मिक्स नहीं करते, ठीक है। सो यू विल गेट दिस इन डिस्क्रिप्शन डेफिनेटली विद इन 24 आवर्स, टेलीग्राम चैनल का। कि कैन आई यूज जावा फॉर कोडिंग कंपोनेंट्स? तो ये आर्डिनो के जावा से भी कर सकते हो, आर्डिनो बोर्ड को
Uh,
मैनेज।
yeah, we will also be planning something on it in like after couple of like not couple like after about 8 9 lectures. We are also planning to make some graphic user interface that will be using slightly Java, not Java actually. We're using processing. We'll talk about that, but yes, there would be a slight touch on it. I would say slight touch, not exactly.
क्योंकि क्योंकि वर्किंग ऑन 3D प्रिंटर, कैन यू हेल्प मी आउट प्लीज?
Sure, why not? 3D printer is working exactly same as how the drawing robot was working.
हम्म हम्म
Both things are actually same, working on same science and technology. So definitely you can like maybe message on Discord or Telegram. We can talk on that.
अबाउट बैटरी, somebody asking about batteries we need, तो आई थिंक किट में होगा शायद, नहीं बैटरीज तो या
We won't require battery for the basic kit. We're not planning to make something which is portable for the batteries. So anything which you build is enough for normal stuff. Like you will using your laptop or computer, it will be fine. So no worries on that. No, this is not a PewDiePie chair. So
गेमिंग
this
चेयर
other
है,
chair
गेमिंग
is
चेयर ओके।
something else. It's like you can if you can see the name, that's not fine. But yeah, it's not a PewDiePie chair.
नहीं, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट सेम काइंड ऑफ चेयर माय डॉटर हैज, सो गेमिंग दे कॉल इट गेमिंग चेयर इन अमेरिका।
Exactly, it's a gaming chair.
गेमिंग चेयर ना, तो वो ऐसे ही है, मेरे को तो बैठ के मैं अनकंफर्टेबल लगा, बट समहाउ आई डोंट नो व्हाट्स द साइंस बिहाइंड इट, सो शी सेड नो, इट्स अ गुड, इट्स वेरी कंफर्टेबल टू प्ले गेम्स सिटिंग ऑन दैट चेयर, सो इट्स अ गेमिंग चेयर, शी दैट्स व्हाई आई ऑर्डर्ड हर फॉर हर।
Yeah. Many people are asking what games I play. I play many games, not a particular fixed one, but yeah. More of I play many games, so let's so yeah, that too.
So this is something I
And
don't
there
know what.
more questions are I've seen that okay, I have heard we can code in Python for Arduino and Raspberry Pi. This question,
Mhm. Mm.
Raspberry Pi is more of a computer. It's exactly same as your laptop, but much smaller. Whereas Arduino is a microcontroller. They are both two different things. To give you an example, there's one good saying in Hindi, if I may. Uh, जो काम सुई कर सकती है वो तलवार नहीं कर सकती, तलवार कर सकती है वो सुई नहीं कर सकती. That's the difference between Arduino and Raspberry Pi, where the sword is Raspberry Pi and your needle is Arduino. So that's a difference.
I think mostly question आंसर हो गए जो इम्पोर्टेंट थे. वरना आप पूछो व्हाट इज कोडिंग. एक ना आप कोडिंग ब्लॉग जूनियर चैनल पे एक बार देखना. आई रिकॉर्डेड अ वीडियो, वेरी फंडामेंटल वीडियो, व्हाट कोडिंग इज, मे बी लाइक अ 10 minutes वीडियो टू डिस्क्राइब. और उस वो चीज़ यहाँ भी कनेक्ट होती है. जैसे आप माइक्रो कंट्रोलर की बात करें, माइक्रो कंट्रोलर खाली समझ सकता है लैंग्वेज, एक टिपिकल लैंग्वेज है, बाइनरी लैंग्वेज है, मशीन कोड कहते हैं उसको हम. तो वो हम जो प्रोग्राम लिख रहे हैं, बेशक वो जावा में, पाइथन में या आर्डिनो के सी प्लस प्लस टाइप का जो फॉर्मेट है, तो कन्वर्ट होता है, जो कंपाइलर कन्वर्ट करता है उसको बाइनरी लैंग्वेज में, और वही माइक्रो कंट्रोलर के पास जाता है. तो एक बार वो वीडियो जरूर देखना, उसमें मैंने समझाया हुआ है. और 10 minutes 15 minutes की वीडियो है कि व्हाट कोडिंग इज एंड व्हाट अ प्रोग्रामिंग इज. तो वो एक बार जरूर देखना है, और सब्सक्राइब भी करना है चैनल पे, क्योंकि सब्सक्रिप्शन से वीडियो आती रहती हैं, आपको सजेशन आती रहती हैं. तो
There's someone asking, can we use Python for Arduino? You can use Python to make GUI for Arduino, graphic user interface. But Arduino has its own language. You can actually bypass it, but that's really complex. And I won't suggest for the beginners to do it. You can actually bypass it, but let's not go into that for the beginning part. But there's a possible way to do it, yes.
Arrange to answer your question, can we start learning Python from now? You can do it, Python classes. अगर आप लाइव क्लास में ज़्यादा फेवर करेंगे, तो जैसे भी मेरी 11 9th क्लास है, शायद इस बार 9th 10th है, 20 के बाद खत्म हो जाएगा, फिर देन अगेन विल स्टार्ट. So either you have to wait for maybe like 2.5 months, I would say, or you can see the videos. But doesn't make sense कि आप बीच में attend करो. It has, because every class we cover very significant part. So you can see the videos. All the videos are available on junior channel. Python class 1 2 3 4. Assignment की discussion भी है सारी, वो अलग videos हैं. So either you can follow them, or you can wait for maybe like 10 more classes to go, and then you can join as a start again. लेट कुछ नहीं होता, तब start कर लो. 2 3 महीने में कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. अगर लाइव में क्या होता है कि तो आपको वो थोड़ा सा कंटिन्यूटी बन जाती है, प्रेशर बनता है, क्लास अटेंड करनी है. तो आई थिंक हम फिनिश कर सकते हैं. बाकी तो देखो, अगर जो रेगुलर आएंगे क्लास में, तो फिर वो नलिन में आंसर ही करते रहेंगे आपके क्वेश्चन हर क्लास के बाद कुछ कुछ. तो बाकी
Sure.
डिस्कॉर्ड पे भी करोगे आप, राइट? मोस्टली हमने क्वेश्चन कर लिए, आंसर. थैंक यू गाइस, अभी रखते हैं, है ना?
Yes,
Thank you
definitely.
for attending the session. Please do like this video if you think that you can learn something, if you like this session and you want to be part of this course. So we need that encouragement. So please do like it, and if possible share it, because it's a new channel we have built, and we want to promote all these, the coding and the robotics at a junior level. So please help us. Thank you guys. Good night. Take care.